Hey Flosstube, this is Christy the Rain Cross Stitcher. Welcome back to my channel. If you are one of my usual subscribers, if you're brand new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Christy, I'm a cross stitcher. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. This is my channel where I mostly talk about cross stitch. Sorry about that. Today is Monday, August 29th. Always had to check the date. Yeah, I know I don't have too many time-lapse videos on my channel. I'm lacking on videos lately, but that's my bad. What happened is I just been really kind of out of commission for a while, and for some reason I decided to not do time-lapse videos for my witch sister cell. I since changed my mind because I'm trying to stitch on this and focus on this and get some stuff done, and I'm kind of ignoring some of my other pieces because of it. So I decided to record what I'm doing here. But everything else is kind of went to the side. There's other reasons too. It's not just because of the cell, it's also just stuff came up. I've had another migraine, a really bad migraine. It took me out for about several days. My husband had COVID again. With all the symptoms, so I had to, you know, baby him and hold his hand because he needed mommy. But anyways, I'm back to cross stitching. I'm feeling much better. Things are going good. Yesterday my husband spent the whole day cleaning, so that means I don't have to do any cleaning today. He did all the laundry. I am finishing up some of the bedding and stuff that didn't get washed. But he did everything else. He cleaned the whole house and it looks really, really good. So that means I can do this video and not have to worry about cleaning my house. Normally on Mondays, when my kids and husband go off to school and work, I have the house to myself and I get to get my deep cleaning done while I'm not being interrupted every 5 seconds. But since my husband did it all yesterday, I don't have to worry about it right now. So thank you, babe. So yeah, now on to, I will show you my witch sister stuff in a minute, but I do have one other whip that I worked on. My last video I showed you my Tinkerbell. She's been on pause. I put her on pause again. I've been working on her for years. At the moment, last month, I felt like stitching her, so I brought her out of timeout, stitched on her a little bit, did my Flosstube video. The next day, I was like, yeah, we need a break, and I put her away again. And then I brought another piece, my Star Wars coffee. Here it is. I started on it. There was nothing for me to show you for the start because it was empty. It was completely blank. But now there's some stitching on there. It's kind of hard to see the white one. It is ivory, 14 count Ada. And there is a lot of bit of white on there. I don't know if you can see. This is what it's gonna look like. Down here at the bottom somewhere it's gonna say, "May the froth be with you." I thought that was cute. So yeah, I'm working on this, trying to finish that up. And that's the only other whip that I've been working on, other than, well, wait, hold on, no. Outside of WIPGO. That's the only whip that I've been working on other than my witch sister cell. I'll get to WIPGO in a minute. I didn't forget about WIPGO. WIPGO's here. I have it here. I'll show you all that in a minute. But outside of WIPGO, I've only worked on these two other whips. So hold on one second. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what this looks like. Okay, so here I am with my witch sister cell. I believe I showed you before the border is already done, so I got the 4 borders. It's all completed, but you can't see it because it's all rolled up right now. And the beetles are done. That was part 1. Part 2 was the heart and the hat. So the 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously that one, all the stitching is done. Half of the back stitching is done. I'll get all back to that in the future. I have a bunch of the beads to do right here and over here. A lot of specialty stitches, back stitching, and all that stuff. A lot of detail that's going to go in there. I am waiting until the whole piece is done to do all the beads, because I have a feeling I'm going to be moving the fabric up and down. And if I do the beads here and I roll up the beads in the scroll frame and then pull the tension, it will crack those beads. So I am holding off to the very end to do that. So far for part 3 right here, there's no beading or French knots here, so I don't have to worry about any of that. So I'm just stitching and back stitching as I go. Last 2 colors, so this is the last color for this area. I just need to fill in that area. This color here is to fill in here. So once I'm done with those 2, I'm done with this part, and then I can move down to this heart and hat, and possibly down to part 4 with the ants. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. How far I'll get to, I don't know. But for now, that is it. That's all I got. And I will see you guys in 1 second with WIPGO. Okay, now to WIPGO. WIPGO numbers for August was number 20 and number 25. So for number 20 for me was my belt pull. I think I was right about here when I started for August, my start. And my goal for this piece was to finish it, and I completed that piece. I have to go all the way back for this. It is quite long. As with all my pieces, I'm gonna have to hold off on FFOing it until sometime in the future. Love this piece, love the blues, love the butterflies, love the teacups and saucer and flowers. If you want better close-up pictures of what this looks like, you can find that on my Facebook page. Link will be in the description box below. Yeah, it's Ravenclaw Stitcher. But when I started that page, I was a fast forward stitcher because at the time I only did time-lapse videos on this channel. I didn't do any Flosstube yet. So fast forward stitcher, Ravenclaw stitcher, same person, it's still me. Okay, so that is my goal completed for number 19 finish for the year. My number 25 was Bucks County Farm Stand. That's this piece here. It was a kit. Just a side note, this is the first time I ever got in a kit where the fabric was not cut well. It was really badly cut. I've never seen a fabric cut so bad. Thankfully, I have a big stash. Well, not a big stash, not anymore. I have a decent stash of fabric that I was able to pull something out of to use that worked. So yay for that. If it wasn't for that, I don't know what I would have done, because I'm slowly running out of my larger pieces of Aida. If you're new here, I live in Okinawa, Japan. Moved here about a year ago. A lot of the Aidas I brought with me to the island. I am now using most of them for pieces that randomly I decide to start. So I'm slowly running out of my bigger pieces. So this fabric is like 20 by 18. So it works for this piece, and that's okay. But from here on out, if I run out of Aida, I won't be able to start anything else. This is coming out okay. So my goal originally was 30%. I changed it up to 20%. I don't think I even did 10%. But that's okay. WIPGO is not supposed to be something to stress out about. It's just something to kind of encourage you to stitch on. Well, that's what I'm using it for. I know some people are like really challenged and stuff, and they're hitting all their goals. Me, I'm just using it as a way to encourage myself to stitch on something that I've been wanting to stitch for a while, but haven't gotten around to it for whatever reason, and now finally I'm doing it. So those stitches were 1 over 1. There's all the sky part in the back. All this detail over here that's supposed to be up front. All those are 2 strands over 1. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. I never done something like this where it's like one strand then two strand, like, but like so much one strand. So I think it'll come out pretty good. I'm liking it so far. So this will be put in the bag. I do have this piece on my WIPGO. Wait, hold on, let me double check on that. I'm probably just throwing out stuff in there that's not true. Oh, actually it's not on my WIPGO board. Okay, never mind, I take that back. That's what I'm checking. Okay, so it's on my WIPGO board. I am making my WIPGO board for 2023 way different than I did for 2022. I kind of mentioned that 2 months ago, but I will go more into detail and all that later on in the year, once I wrap up WIPGO 2022. As of right now, I don't plan to change the board, but we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, so maybe I'll switch on this next year, maybe I won't. I don't know yet, we'll see. Okay, numbers called for September with number 3 and number 22. Number 3 is my Yield Kitchen, Heaven Earth Designs. My goal for this piece is 5,000 stitches. Here is my start. It's a long one. Obviously there's nothing there. I'm going to start in this little area right here and work my way down this way. Yeah, 5,000 stitches. And we'll see how that goes. I don't really have anything else to say about that. So while we move on to number 22, Victorian Charm. It's a Dimensions kit. I've had this kit for a while. I'm finally getting around stitching on it. My goal is gonna try to get to the little kitty cat sitting in the window there. All the sky around here, it's not full coverage. It's half stitches. They're like little clouds. It's not that much too. So most of the stitches will be right here in the house. The fabric I have here is not the original fabric from the kit. I replaced it with a piece that I purchased from my LNS when I was still in Houston. And yeah, you can kind of see the grid lines there. We'll see how this goes. I'm not a big fan of dark fabrics, but I think I can make this work. And yeah, that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say about this. And that's it for WIPGO. So thanks so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.